Look how cute this picture is. Isn't that cute? Okay, I'm at my general surgeon's office. Look how cute this picture is. Isn't that cute? So, I was a few minutes late. Cardiology ran over, so I'm here to answer all my fabulous questions, and he's gonna ask questions and see exactly nitpicky stuff on what we're gonna do, so good times. Hi guys, I'm getting my infusion. Okay, so let's talk about surgery. So today is the 6th, and I am gonna have surgery, 3 surgical procedures done on the 17th. So today is a Friday, so it is a week from Monday, I believe. Okay, so I am having my GJ converted back to just a G, so it'll be a Mickey G. I am then having a surgical J placed. I keep flipping tubes and they keep making me sick, and it's just not working for my anatomy. So I didn't like the original surgeon that I had met through my big health system, so I was referred out of my health system to a private practice surgeon who has been drinking apple juice because my sugar's low. So anyway, so he's private practice, and he's a good friend of my GI, which is why she recommended or referred me to him. She said if somebody in her family had to have this done, he's who would do it. I'd say that's a pretty good 2 thumbs up. My IV. So we tried there and it blew, and now we have one in here, but it's in a vein that is used all the time. It just hurts. So she got me a heat pack to see if that might help everything calm down a little. I'm gonna scroll through this whole video. It's been a long day. My stoma hurts. I'm having a whole heck of a lot more stomach acid dump right now because the tube, like 99% of my tube is in my stomach, and so I'm trying to digest it 24 hours a day. So my system is constantly dumping stomach acid in there, and so it's just enough of it is leaking past my tube that it just feels super irritated. It's annoying, but I'm just having to clean it like 14 times a day, which is okay. Okay, so direct J. Other surgeon was horrible. So I met my new guy. I met him about a month ago, and I was already approved for the surgery then, but I've had so many trials and tribulations with the port, and my surgeon said that he could do it all together. So I've gone back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and I finally got all the things in place. Got my new primary on board, got my new cardiologist on board as of this morning, and so all of the port stuff has been approved through my primary. She said she wouldn't take it back. She knew the whole story of last time. So anyways, all of the information is now to my surgeon. I met with my surgeon a little bit ago. What in the world? Something's going crazy here. I'll get to it in a minute. So I met with my surgeon a couple hours ago. I had my 8,000 bazillion million questions, and with how bad my G-stoma surgery went, I am mortified about how this one's gonna go. The potential of the same complications happening are very real. I am very worried. Part of my issue is I'm going to have, okay, so the G-stoma is already aggravated with stomach acid, so it's going to be aggravated more when they change the tube. Hopefully shouldn't be bad, but we'll see how it goes. I know this is like a weird thing, but with how I yank tubes back, every time I get sick, I'm so scared because, like, one too many times of me getting sick and I'm gonna end up puking up my J, and as soon as that happens, all of the planning that I have in place will go to the shitter. And because it's an emergency at that point, and I have to go to the emergency room, and they would at least have to change the G portion, which isn't horrible, like it won't mess up the rest of it. So anyways, so it's like I don't want to eat it all because I don't want to get sick. I told you this was going to be a squirrel video, I just can't concentrate. So I asked him all my questions. He very much understands the concerns off of how bad the last surgery was. So we think with this hospital, I might be able to get around some of the problems that I had last time. So the anesthesiologist, or just several of them, that I will have, I should meet the ones that I will have pre and during, obviously pre. So that health system is the same as mine. So anesthesiology is pain management. It's the same department. So hopefully I will be talking to the right people about all of the issues and concerns and whatnot. I have requested my medical records for just the last tube changes because I need the actual anesthesia notes for what I was given pre, during, and post. And so this way I should have at least a little bit better of a chance of getting the right help. I now know to ask to speak with the people that I will be with post-surgery, and then I'm also hoping that they can get my mom in the room prior to me totally coming to, because if there's a problem, she can advocate for me while I'm screaming. Okay, so the G portion is going to be the GJ. That whole tube is coming out, and I'm just going to have a straight Mickey G put in. Super easy. It's funny that that'll be like the fastest tube change I've ever had. Okay, now my direct J is being put in, he said, about 3 fingers down from my stoma, my G-stoma, and then maybe an inch to the left. So it's gonna be a little bit farther away from my ribs than what we were originally planning, which is good. The farther away from my ribs, the better, because my ribs is what's the nerve bundle that's messed up from the first surgery. So this one will be done, as long as everything is good, laparoscopically. So I will have 3 incisions, well, I'll have 3 holes on the right side of my abdomen for all the laparoscopic equipment. So one will be right under my ribs, one will be right over my hip bone, and then kind of halfway in the middle. He said it might be a little offset towards the middle. It just depends on what they need, because I'm so tiny. And then my direct J will be put through after they find the right portion of intestine that they're going to use and get all the surgical portion of that done and attached to my abdominal wall and all that good stuff. Okay, now my port is going to be put here. So he's going to make an incision right here. They're going to create a pocket, and then my pocket is going to be about right here. So everything, if everything goes right, everything will be underneath my clavicle, so I don't have anything cross over it. We're worried about crossing it because I'm so thin. And we're worried that because my skin tears easy, if we put anything across here, I hit it one good time and I'm gonna mess stuff up, and that just sounds horrible. So we're gonna try to put everything here. So yeah, incision and then pocket, and then everything will be run. So he's gonna try another vein that's in here first. It's not the subclavian because that's up under there. And I don't remember what it was called. So he's gonna try to put it right there on the same spot, which will be amazeballs. I discussed with him all of the air that will be in my system after the surgery, and I begged any and all air that he can get out of my system. Please get it all out, because I said I don't process air well, and I said it's gonna take me like 6 weeks to get rid of all the air if there's stuff left in there. And I said, and how I'm gonna have to lay after the surgeries, it'll end up getting stuck under this collarbone and my shoulder in the back. And I was like, with all the other pain that I'm gonna have with the port and everything else, and I was like, well, please do me a solid and get it all out of there. So all is good. It's been a real long day, but they got me in for an infusion today, so I don't have to come back, and I'm so happy, because it'll give me actually 2 days that I don't have to drive anywhere if I decide not to go to work, and I think I'm pretty caught up. So I'm gonna bust out my laptop and get the rest of it caught up while I'm still somewhat functional. So anyways, send the good thoughts. Love you guys. Bye.